Greetings, Southern Cameroonians. Please click share as you're joining. Click share so others can come online. As I'm doing the sharing, please you to do click share. I did not inform people or be live today, so let's just help build the audience. Desperate time calls for desperate measures, and this is a revolution. We need to always be smart before the enemy. Hi, blessing good. Okay, I'm going to reply. Sorry, my activist phone has been off, but I'm going to reply. I want to thank you all, Ambazonia women from the Ambazonian Jangi women of Holland. You guys are doing a good job. I want to also thank everybody that has been contributing towards the lockdown of your capital, Fako. Unfortunately, I'm using this phone out. I've called your names. We have been doing a great job. We have raised more than $1,000 to support FACO. Yeah. The treasurer of who is controlling the cash app in US, I cannot get her now. But if Reverend Asong is there, she should get me on this number, which I'm going to give it out now, so I can get the names of all those who have contributed towards the lockdown, which is coming starting from the 6th to the 11th of February midnight. I want to thank all those who have been contributing. You guys are doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Yeah, we must always remain focused. Nobody can destroy our focus, Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians. Nobody can destroy your focus. As I've always told you all, we are united, very, very united to win this cause. Very, very united. Very united. And before I go further, my Facebook, Prince Jeka, has been blocked for 1 month. Yeah. My Facebook, Prince Jeka, has been blocked for 1 month. I knew they were monitoring me for a long time. Yeah, for a very long time. And that's why I've not been posting any kind of video. But unfortunately, they got me on one other thing and they have blocked me again for 1 month. So I'll be using this Facebook, Joshua Carr, for the next 1 month. The whole of February, I'm going to be using this, and my page, Prince J Carr. So if you're not following the page, you can follow me on Prince J Carr, and then you can also get me here on Joshua Carr and follow this one. That's where you get me for the whole of February. You know, the enemy knows that the game is tough, and we're not going to give compromisers an easy seat. The same as their political game, they are trying to use Camto to play over Southern Cameroonians and play over the international world. But the people of Ambazonia, we are very smart. We have think tanks. We have people who think. We have people who reason. And nobody can play our memories, our mind, our focus in any political dimension. Hi, Jackie Lee. Please, as we are building the audience, let me know. I've not used this Facebook for a while. I've been busy using Prince J Carr. Let me say hi to those who have always been here, who have been missing me for a while. Hi, Pretty Blink. Hi, Malvin Obi. Hi. I hope you all are doing good. You all are doing good. The revolution is on a great stance. On a great stance, my people. No shaking. Your revolution is doing great. Now, you see, the only thing you have to do in this revolution is to determine where you want to stand. Yeah. You have to choose where you want to stand. I was talking yesterday on my Facebook show on Prince J Carr, and I told the audience on my Facebook show that it is in the Bible, when the children of Israel were leaving Egypt to go to the promised land, it was a journey that had to last just for about 4 years or so, but it took 40 years. Because do you know why? They had so much division, so much distraction. Because since the creation of mankind, so long as good and evil exist, you also have Satan and God. So in everything you want to do, there is always an obstruction. But it is what gives you the victory is how you manage that storm. Here, what gives you victory is the intelligence, the wisdom you use to manage that storm. Our mothers used to say in our lingua franca pidgin that if you're going for a journey and in that journey you don't see any storm, you're not faced with problems, you don't have struggles on the way. Please let me mute this phone 1 minute. You're not faced with troubles on the way. That means at the end of that journey, you have a very big problem. But when you're going through a journey and you face problems in the beginning, the end is always a great one. That's what our parents used to say. They say road, it don't have a pigeon. They say if you do work for some road with problem, no day, it just go smooth. No say the end go bad. But if you want to start some worker, it start to worry you, just no say the end go good. That's how everything in life is. And that's why yesterday I was saying in this revolution, it's very easy. One thing is very certain, that La Republic is financially prepared more than us. That is normal, because they've been exploiting our natural resources for the last half a decade. And half a century, I mean. They have been exploiting our resources. So they are well prepared financially. And that is where you as Southern Cameroonians, you need to be smart. That's why yesterday when I was addressing those on my Facebook platform, I asked them one thing. I said, in this revolution, we know all that some of us in this revolution, we have not seen $1 million, 1 million euro. It is very easy for La Republic to give you 1 million euro. It's very easy. Companies exploiting your human resources, exploiting your world, exploiting the natural gas, minerals, Perenco, Shell, Total, Texaco, they can put you down $1 million and give you. It's chicken change. Chicken change. But for some of us Southern Cameroonians, you still like money. Do you know why? It's because you don't know that in every 1 million euro, dollar, CFA, so long as you take out one penny out of it, it's no more a million. You don't know that. And you don't know that money is spirit. That's why you see the people of the Western world are great, that their ideologies supersede us of Africa, because they look money as spirit. That's why when you go to the occultic world and you want to get money, they ask you give your mother. You exchange the spirit of your mother for money, the spirit of your brother, the spirit of your sister, the spirit of whoever in your family member for money. Because money is spirit, if you don't know. That's why a magician can sit anywhere and conjure money, money comes. Do you know why? Money is spirit, because from the day you get money, it starts going away from your hand. It starts evaporating. Have you ever had a wound and you put spirit on it? Have you? If you have had a wound and you put spirit on it, you realize that in the space of 2 seconds or 3 seconds, that spirit evaporates. It goes away. After getting to the wound, you don't see it anymore. That's how money is. So they will use it. But now, do you know where you have to be strong? It's if you know what you want. If you know what you want, no matter what you face along your journey of life, you always destroy any storm. And today I'm here to tell you about one great international storm, a conspiracy which the international world, the French government is already preparing to change the face of Southern Cameroonians' revolution towards this Maurice Kamto and the so-called bars. Southern Cameroonians, that's why I've always questioned most of our scholars, because the most educated people in Southern Cameroon behave like the most illiterate personnel we have ever had. all those having titles of professors, doctors, and all the so-called titles which your villages don't even have lights. Your villages don't even have roads. Please click share. I've not yet started talking. I really want those of Prince Jeka and my other, they don't know I'm live. I've just put it on WhatsApp, but I believe I want everybody to come here. They should know I'm around. All your doctorates and everything, that's why some of you don't have lights. I saw a politician today struggling for campaign to hold in the village, skipping on top of bamboos, on top of wood, a timber tree that has fallen into the water. That is when somebody who wants to go and preach to his people, he's going. I don't know what definition of politics some of you really think it is. Politics, in a real sense of change, to put a country in a good way of life, in a developed standard, it's something that has to bring change. That means before a politician wants to come and talk to you, he must have done it. Politics is action before you receive from the people, not coming to speak to the people and then you give them action after. No. That's why I love Nigerian politics. Nigerian politics, if you want to become a governor, you first of all go to your village, where the places that do not have lights, you make sure they get lights. The places that do not have drinking water, you make sure they get drinking water. The places that do not have hospitals, you make sure they have hospitals. Then before you come to the people and say, I want to become a governor. But when you come to Southern Cameroon, because our people are so ignorant, it is the reverse. You find that those who are not even financially capable in their pockets, those who carry just fake languages, political mafias, they come to you because you're so naive. Because during your days of education, they took away philosophy. They took the philosophy is it gives you the ability, the capability of thinking about somebody, looking somebody's appearance and determining what that person can deliver. That's why the French government took it away from you. The French government said, no. No. We will make them, they will study philosophy only in high school. If you look in the Western world, small kids question their parents because they start teaching them those small things in their primary schools. But in Southern Cameroon, Francophones, the frogs, the French Cameroon, La République students, they start learning philosophy from Form 1, if I'm not mistaken. But you in Southern Cameroon, they deprive you everything. That's why you're unable to think. But God bless you all. This Facebook and this social media will change everything around. Will change everything. Will change everything around. Well, before starting, let me go to my real thing that brought me out here today. I want to say thank you, Pa Komita Elvis, for that good strength of hand you have done. You know, in this revolution, we have been begging for unity and collaboration for a long time. And that's why you see, I said we already have unity, because those who feel the pain of their people, those who understand what collaboration is, they don't stress. You don't need to force them. They see the pain of the people and they accept the collaboration. And I said one thing yesterday. I said collaboration is not, you don't do it hypocritically. You don't collaborate hypocritically because you want to please. In this revolution, most of these so-called diasporan leaders, some did collaboration hypocritically. Do you guys all remember the so-called the Washington DC collaboration which Pam Olanjoli Tumbe came? Do you remember all what they did on SCTV of Dexter Brains? And do you remember all the drama? John Bakoro sitting there and saying, oh, we are united. No, we will not. Nothing will happen. We promise you guys, you can see Dr. Kwanga here. And in the next 2 minutes, when $50,000 was contributed, the people, somebody say my volume is low. Oh, yeah. Then the same people were telling you they are collaborated started asking for the money to be divided in the background. That's hypocritical collaboration. And do you know why it's hypocritical? It's because before any genuine collaboration needs to happen, those who are involved must do, in the case of our own, which we have had people with hatred, we have had people backbiting, we have had people lying, we have had people deceiving the people. The first thing that can bring a genuine collaboration is confession. If all these diaspora leaders do not confess, then there will never be a genuine collaboration. The few who confess will lead the sheep to Buea. It's good for people to collaborate, but there are 4 things to bring a genuine collaboration. That means a collaboration that will be strong like Mount Fako in Buea. That means you need people who are willing to apologize. They are humble. That's why some of you don't understand what is. You just come and shout unity, unity. And some people, some self-interested diasporans have been using your mind on this particular term of unity, collaboration, to destroy and manipulate the revolution. Because if you know the basic steps of which unity and collaboration can be planted on, a genuine one, not a hypocritical one, then you, the people of Southern Cameroon, you would have made sure that by now, all these diaspora leaders sit up. That's why sometimes when I come on my Merciful Truth and I'm talking, I feel like some of you are understanding. Yes, many of you are understanding, but some don't get it. I'll speak a bit about the 4 things, then I go to this Maurice Kamto and his fake propaganda by France to change the focus of our revolution in the international scheme. In a revolution like ours, if we want to have collaboration, genuine collaboration, every leader must confess, must speak the truth to Ambazonian people where his hatred is planted. You see all of them, they have hatred. Where you had genuine collaboration was in the formation of the consortium. You see, when you want to start something and everybody comes with pure mind, you see that the collaboration is easy. Look, the consortium. The consortium, when Barrister Bobala and Dr. Fontaine, Patasan, they wanted to come together to fight for a common goal. The truck drivers, the buy and sellers, and everybody, they wanted to come together. Did you find collaboration difficult there? No. Because all of them were in the same footing. The person who was a truck driver felt the pain that his salary was so low. The teachers felt they were not getting their benefits. The lawyers felt they were not being respected. All of them were in the same shoes. And at that point, they said collaboration. All of them just came together. It was very easy. They formed a consortium. Now, immediately they brought the diasporans to join the collaboration because they saw the will of the diasporans. Do you know why the face of the unity changed? Because them in the diaspora, before the revolution of 2016, they already had in-depth hatred for one another. They had in-depth hatred, bitterness. Now, those of Ground Zero could not ask them that, why is it that NCNC splitted off to SCYL and AGC? We did not know. We're so naive. We did not ask them, because if we would have asked, this thing that is delaying this revolution would have been broken off. They would have confessed then they would join us with pure heart. They would have not destroyed this other collaboration. But you all, we did not ask. Now, we took our unifying and collaborative platform of the consortium on Ground Zero, and then we brought it. We brought it to the diasporans. The unifying platform. That's why they say for palace, for village, they say one dirty cocoa if it spoil all pot cocoa. Now they think that's what will happen for our revolution. One dirty cocoa if it spoil all pot cocoa. All wine and good wine, if you mix them together, it will give you different taste. That's what happened. That's why from the day the diasporans, which had their hatred, joined the unified and the collaborative quest of the people of Ground Zero with their hatred, It destroyed everything. Now, if you want a real, genuine collaboration to start, you have to revisit that place. What is it? All of them have to come and tell us where their anger is. They need to come to Ambazonia, tell us what is their problem. I remember one of the problems I know in this revolution is the quest of who came first. That is the first problem I know in this revolution. So if you want a genuine collaboration to happen, you have to go back to the quest of who came first, who started the revolution, who was there before. That me, Prince J.K. from 2016, I joined this revolution. I know that is where the first greatest problem towards the quest of independence of Southern Cameroon is. Who we don't be before Una. So when Una come, Una get for being for we are back. That is the problem. So if they might turn around, but that one is one amongst the problem, which has derived, destroyed, caused confusion. They want, if I said it before, and I told them that they are using that term, that terminology, that they were first before us. But they did not start this present revolution. And that's why you, the people of Ambazonia, nobody has ever woken up to ask them that. But you are telling us that you started it before. Yes, you were there before, but this modern one, you did not start it. Because that is where the first anger is. I remember the word of Dr. Kwanga. I still have the video. He said, Seseko, he said, we don't get presidents then. Inowaka. Johnny just come. Where did the word Johnny just come in this revolution came? It is when it is that period which they were not really willing to align with the consortium that had metamorphosed to Skakov. That's when the term Johnny just come just came in, because they wanted that Seseko should come and everybody should come and line behind them. But whereas they were not the one who started this revolution, I asked all of them, and I'll still say it. Before this revolution in 2016, we did not know nothing like in diaspora. They were all not prepared. They were making their money from asylums, people taking asylums in you. That's where they were making their money from. Most of them were not doing it for free. That's where they were making their money from. Now, they did not prepare for this revolution. That's why I asked the question I always used to ask. I said, which of una where you go get picking where one go secondary school? You go wait na time where that Peking don't pass common entrance, they want prepare the Peking. All of them were not prepared. Now, you see the suffering people of Ground Zero, the truck pushers, truck drivers, Bayam Salams, people who felt that they were feeling their pain, rose up, started their genuine quest without you being involved. They call you to come in. Then you tell them that their journey just come. They must align behind you. That is where the point of hatred started. So, me and you, my people of Southern Cameroon, those who are talking about collaboration, you realize that there's one person with greed, one person with long throat and big heart. They must confess. If they don't confess, it cannot hold. Because the innocent people of Ground Zero, that's why you see they are still defending their quest of revolution. You understand? That's why you see they are still defending their quest for revolution. They are still defending their quest for revolution. The ghost town is still happening. The lockdown is still happening. And everything is still going on well. Everything. You don't tell them. You don't need to tell them. They already know, because before they could start the revolution, it was from their suffering, their pain. How much do they end? How much do they get? That's where their pain started. The teachers and the French people, the French teachers dominating in the Southern Cameroon side, the equal status was no more again as it was when we accepted to come together as one party. Southern Cameroon was marginalized. French magistrates were coming into our courts. French was being used in our courts. And the people did not have money. They did not have food. Their inflation was rising. Petrol had to leave Sonara to go to Yaoundé before it comes back. The burnt up anger of these people made them to stand up and said they want to demonstrate. They want to stand out for something. Now, you diaspora, which you were sitting comfortably, because of social media, the people saw that no, our brothers in the diaspora can help us. You did not start it. It's like I get problem for my house. It's like I had a problem in my house. And I see you, I say, hey, my brother, my neighbor, my nephew, my cousin, please, I have a problem. Can you come and help me? And then instead of you coming to help me solve my problem, you know what you do? You come in and tell me that no, from today you have to go to the streets. Your wife becomes my wife. Your children becomes my children. My car becomes your car. Everything I own becomes your own. Is that not insanity? Is that not insanity? But nobody has ever questioned this. People have just been picking side, but let's be frank. Where did the genuine cause for this modern revolution started? It wasn't from the diaspora. Now, the diasporas have come in with hate and everything, bent up anger, manipulation, surrogacy, and everything to change the face of the revolution for their own benefit. Because in the name say, now we will start them. Now we will don't be for the revolution. We don't be the 27 years. 27 years you have been. In the 27 years of the revolution, were you able to do a lockdown for all the territory of Southern Cameroon for 27 years? Even Pamolanjo, they were not able. Even the 1st of October did not have effective ghost town like we have today every Monday. That's the truth. Before all of us came to the diaspora, I've been on ground zero. 1st of October, sometimes even passes and we do not even think like it was it. We only hear stories that people were arrested in Boy and some other part. But we did not even know. But today, in Southern Cameroon, every Monday is greater than the 1st of October back in 2007, 2002 or 1997 or 96. Today, you did not do that. You were just in the diaspora. Just there. Look, they say, look, in life, let's not fool ourselves. Let's not fool ourselves. That's why you see me, I stand for this interim government. And I tell all of you, all of them in the diaspora, they don't like me. Yeah, because I tell them this. This interim government is the foundation of those people who started it. And that's why we can question them to anything. And that's why in this revolution, I'll always be there for them. Because I did not start this revolution in the days of Akwanga. Neither did I start this revolution in the days of Ayaba. I started this revolution to bring change to my people in the days of Barrister Bobala and Patasang. And what was their quest? They want us to redefine the way Southern Cameroonians have to be looked at in the global and international scale. That means our self-determination. So, Southern Cameroonians, my people, if we want true collaboration, I know you have doctors here. Those who you have doctors, PhD professors. We have also great mediators who can work at that. Call these people and ask them what is their problem. Let them tell you their problem. Then, if they can confess. Now, the problem, just like how the crimes of Biya has amounted up like this, because even the Maurice Kamto, which they want to use, he told them, he said, the special status you are thinking of giving to the people of Southern Cameroon, now, it was something which when these people started crying, if you were wise, politically orientated, that is where you should have started this special status. But they were not wise. Now, let me ask some of you, do you think after this burning, the roasting of people, of human beings, like chickens, there will ever be a peaceful Southern Cameroon again? Or a peaceful one and indivisible republic? It is a very big lie. I told most of you yesterday on my Facebook, I said this. I said that even if all of you in the diaspora abandon this revolution, or as everything is happening now, the oversabits them, they want to come and show all their education and whatever they studied and their doctorate and whatever. Now, if even all of you make it fail, there is one thing you have forgotten to know. You have forgotten to know this. Those children who have their fathers and their mothers have been killed. I told some of you on Facebook yesterday. Even if Biya with France, they kill all 8 million people of Southern Cameroon, do you know what it means for your childhood to be destroyed? One day, these children which they have lost their fathers and their mother. Oh God. Some of you don't know. Some of you are very ignorant. Go and watch how some civil wars, some wars which has been left. That's why I see in Europe that some of you are. When you give birth to children, you immediately get paper. I always used to tell you this. You think the Europeans are dull. It's because the highest death in the world was in the European war. 50 million people died. From that day, they don't play again. That's why when you come to Europe, they only educate their children now on how to. But when you come to Europe, you come and give a girl pregnant, they give you paper. You think that you are a tortoise. No. Let me tell you why they give you paper. And why some of you get paper. When you come to Europe and you impregnate a woman and they give you documents, or a woman get married to you, it's because Europeans are scared of a bastard child, of a child which the childhood age is being destroyed. A child which the childhood age is being destroyed with the ideology that this person caused this person did that. Be very careful because that's a timely bomb that is going to explode in the next 20 years. Let me tell you now, some of you who are just joking here, some of you are joking. See, when you come, you see all these children like the one of Sam Sawyer, the one of Amigo, the one of General Ivo, the ones we don't even know that their parents were roasted, or those nurses that their children, their father and their mother were killed. Those children there are watching it. Their childhood age are destroyed. Let me tell you how I've passed through it. That's why I'm in this revolution. My own, it wasn't the government. My own, they poisoned my father. But my life, which I grew up, at 3 months, I did not see my dad. If my father walks through me now, I will not even know it is my father. Do you know where that memory always come up in me? It's because when I go to the seaside, or I go to the bakery, when I started growing up, I see children coming up with their dads. And then I watch. I look around me, I don't see my own father. I see children go in, their mother buys them bakery. Christmas Day, New Year's Day, I look around me as I was, that small Joshua Carden. From Victoria and a royal family, nobody was there for me. I look around me, nobody's there. I see children enjoying. Then I'll go and look for somewhere. Tears will start rolling down from my eyes. But I was very strong. And then I asked myself, Lord, is this my own life? That's why you see today. And then growing up, I see as even this CPDM, CDC, made my uncle's life almost frustrated. My uncle worked in CDC for almost how many years? If my uncle did not have a good wife, my uncle, today maybe he should have been dead after working for CDC for how many years? And one day these devilish people of A2D just woke up and removed my uncle away. All those suffering. That's why you see I stood and said, in my town, Victoria, the worst will come. Me, Prince, I will bring the worst. All the francophones in that marketing board in CDC, all of them, those operating, they will pack. If not today, if not tomorrow, even in my next generation, they will leave. In that town that I suffered. And my placenta is buried there. The worst will reign. The worst. That's how most of these children, which their parents have been killed, that's how most of them are thinking. Because when these children, now you all are just sitting quietly and doing your dirty things, looking somebody in the diaspora who has his kids. But you know what those children are sitting? You all will not know, but I will tell you because I've been there. The child of Sam Sawyer, for example, this Christmas and New Year that just passed, you will just sit and see everybody enjoying. That image of them cutting the father's head will be there. That's what will be coming to him. Maybe him and the father had a very good time. And that time in the Xmas, he wants to turn around, he doesn't see the father. That image comes back. Those children which their fathers and mother were nurses, which the Republic government killed, when they sit down and they don't look around, they don't have Christmas dresses, that image comes back. The son of Amigo, Ivo, when they wake up and they look, things you guys are enjoying and their own father is not, that image come back. And then do you know the one bad thing? Some of us only heard this story of our own dads. But now you have one of the most deadliest things that will keep images. That one day you will feel like it's just today my father died. Facebook, social media. This social media you see, oh, it's like a hard drive. The next 20 years, those images will come back to those children fresh. And that is where another timely bomb will rise up. So all these things that some of you guys are doing, you're just preparing another bomb. That's why you see the Secretary of State for Africa, Thabo Mbeki, told Biya that America fought the Vietnamese for how long, but they did not win. So what Biya is doing, all you Mbela Moki and the others, Musonge Rumi, your family can be swept up. It's not every day you'll be a prime minister. It's not every day you'll be a senator. There will be a day when somebody will come and take that position. You don't know if it's one of these children which their father has been, their houses have been burned. That's why our thinking are very shallow. In the Western world, if they want to solve this problem, they will solve this problem that in the next 200 years, it will never rise up again. But look what you all are doing. Biya is going to burn. You think you burn? Tell Biya to burn. As he burn, the pain, the aggravated pain of the people are still waking up. That's why Wiba told them, what will bring down Cameroon is what is happening in southern Cameroon. And that is true. The peace that reigned in that so-called one and indivisible, I told you all, it has been taken long time ago. In the next 200, 300 years, southern Cameroon and La Republique will never have peace. Mark this word I'm telling you. Write it in your dictionary. Today is the 2nd or the 3rd of February. Write it. In the next 200 years, where all of our bones will be rotting and will become spirit, there will never be peace between Southern Cameroon and French Cameroon, La Republique, because of this thing that has happened in this period of time. It started in 2016 and it is going now. Write it in your, if you have a book, write it down in your book. Some of you who have shallow minds, write it down in your books that in the next 200 years to come, even our children who hear this story, some of them will pick up cutlasses and take off the heads of French people or La Republique in our territory. Be very careful, eh? That's why you see now the game which France wants to play with La Republique. They want to use Camto to change the story now to be like Southern Cameroon hates Biya. No, we don't hate Biya. We don't hate Biya. We don't care about Biya. We care about the well-being of the next generations of Southern Cameroon. We don't give a damn about Biya. You, the French and the Camto and the MRC, you can deal with Biya. Because now the international world is wanting to make this your coming to Europe to be like, it's about a government and not about the people. We can live with the people and then they can take out the government and you come to become a president. That is stupidity. That is insane. That is insane. Look, you don't even know. That is the most stupid thing. Just go and take your brush and wash it out of your brains. When we started this revolution, no La Republique citizen demonstrated one day. No one. You guys are carrying the pictures now of somebody who is in jail in the name of Seseku and whatever and you're doing, and you think that you can change the international public's ideology about a revolution? No. You can bring 2 billion. You can sweep the whole world. But this quest of Southern Cameroon is not about Biya. It's about us. Moi, Southern Cameroon, is about us. It's not about Biya. Biya can be there. We give Biya a Tanganji. We give Biya a Ngole. We give Biya all of them. It's not about us. It's about we and our unborn children, the future Southern Cameroon, the economy of Southern Cameroon, the education of Southern Cameroon, the institutions of Southern Cameroon, our culture, our traditions. That's what we are fighting for. It's not about beer. No. Because maybe Kanto can be worse than beer. Because you are not first asked. We don't know if you are going to be able to work against the French Pact. People, great men in Africa, French killed them, which they refused to work with the pact. And today we see you turning around France. Have you first regulated the pact which La République signed with Ahidjo before you want to come and start showing us? Have you? They have not regulated the pact. And then you want to turn it out to be like, no, the population of French, Southern Cameroon and La République, we can live together again. It's just about them taking beer. You can take beer. You can take Atanganji. You can take Ngolengole. You can take all of them. Issa Chiruma. We add our own them, give you all of them, Belamuki, all them Musonge and Mukete. You can take all of them away. It is not about it. It is about the future of Southern Cameroon. So that politics you guys are playing, and I've said it before. You remember I warned you once when this my fellow activist brother, Eric Tato, woke up and said, let's join BAS for demonstration. I remember in the name of Baby Mata. You remember I warned you guys that time. I know those games. I know those games they want to do. If there is any demonstration which has to deal with this revolution, it's La République that has to come and join us in Amazonia. We are not going to join them. That should be your PowerPoint. If there has to be any demonstration, it's them that has to join us. That means if Kanto want to talk, the MRC should come and enter and support us to be independent. Then we can talk that time on how we can bring some of them to settle in our land and give them papers. That's how it needs to be. We don't need to follow. We started before you. Your own is because they refuse you power in a political election. That's why we saw the first ever demonstration in La République. It's not about the quest of independence or about our right and equal of status. It's not about it. It's because MRC went for the political elections and they did not win. That's what they did not start their first demonstration in the name of Southern Cameroon. You have to be very smart, They did not start their first political demonstration in the name of Southern Cameroon, neither in the name of Baby Mata or in the name of Sissekou. That's why I said it. I said, no leader will rule us from jail. No one. Sissekou will never rule us from jail. And I'm very happy the Restoration Council have done it. I heard a small dirty audio coming out, and President Sissekou was saying that he has told President Sako. I addressed that issue yesterday on my live show. See, tell President Sissekou that when he does video, he sees 1,000 people, but when he's done with the video, when he was president, you have about 43,000 views. Tell him that those 43,000 unknown views he used to see are the real Southern Cameroon, and they don't want to hear whether he told President Sako anything. We want to hear what made him leave America to Nigeria. Who and what took him from America to Nigeria? We are not stupid. See, this present generation, the never again generation, our brains are very sharp and very clever. We don't want to hear, you say you told Mark Bara, we want to hear from you. You can do audio tapes via. Tell us what made you overnight. You did not waste 1 minute. You did not waste 1 minute to leave America and go. Somebody say jealous. Why should I be jealous of somebody that can be my father? Is that not witchcraft? Why should I be jealous? The beginning of witchcraft is starting from jealousy. Because from jealousy, you have hatred and you have witchcraft. The person you're telling I'm jealous is the person I fought for when you all rejected him. So how am I going to be jealous of somebody I've defended? Go to my Facebook. It's somebody I called Mandela. But as a son of the soil, which my wisdom is not like yours, blessed by the ancestors of my forefathers, it is said that you go with the way of the spirit and not the way of a man. Seseku's hands are tied. He has not spoken like a man. Like the Seseku, he needs to speak. He doesn't need to tell us that he has told Saku because he can speak. He should tell us what he knows, and that's where true collaboration starts. That is the beginning of true collaboration. Because from the day you open his mouth and confess, my people, I'm sorry because I was fooled by this person, to leave America and go to Nigeria for the sake of Ambazonia because of this. That day, the doors of collaboration. See, that's why you see when a witch confess, a witch or a wizard, when they confess, their powers which used to hold them back cannot hold them anymore. Confession is the greatest. That's why I love some of our mothers when we were kids. When you do something, your mother will put you and say, tell your brother I'm sorry. Many people, children who cannot say that word, I'm sorry, if you see them in the future, they become very terrible. They become terrible. Apologies, confession, there are many. I asked some of you yesterday, I said, it is good for us to collaborate. But have you all asked ADF, why they move from, that's why I said it yesterday that every group fighting in Ground Zero should be given their place. Why does ADF move from every part of Ambazonia in the name of that you can fight everywhere and destroy the other forces? I asked some of you that. Why? Those are things we need to, because there is something behind them. They need to tell you Ambazonia where their pain is. Because they said we should go behind them. Let me just give that, I'm insinuating this one. Maybe because they said all of us should go behind them when the revolution started, that they are the oldest ones who started this revolution and we refuse. That's why you see they're doing that. But they need to confess to us and tell us. This one, I'm just insinuating it. Because you find that every stronghold where this revolution is bringing power out, that's where AGC goes in. And you immediately they go in La Republic camp. Hooah! I told you guys yesterday in my Facebook live show, look in Tigers of Manu. Tigers of Manu were doing a great job. Immediately AGC came there, pop, it spoiled. In the next 2 days, we start hearing, and that's Manu today. The same thing with Lebi Alem, if not thanking God that Field Marshal was very wise. La Republic is coming there every day, but they're dealing with them. The same thing with Mbui of Charger. In the name of that, they can go anywhere. In all the roads in Ground 1, they choose but to go and pass in Charger site to go and buy materials in Ground 1. And immediately, in the space of 1 week, a saga changed. It changed. Everywhere. Everywhere. In Fako County, the same. Fako County, immediately they came there, mountain lions, all the small boys where they have everything. Whew, it changed. Why? There is something they must tell us. That is where the beginning of collaboration starts. Collaboration doesn't start by mere lip service and no. Collaboration starts by confession and speaking the truth. That is where collaboration starts. And who can push this collaboration? You, the people. For example, some will say the interim government is this and that, but it has proven its worth to be the government. The interim government, we questioned them on my trip to Boya. They brought an audit. Some people refusing going for that audit. It gives them a light. The interim government, if you question them on anything, you see immediately they will struggle to give a response. It gives a light. But there are groups in the diaspora, like this AGC, we have been questioning them for long. They don't care about us. So they need to confess. Southern Cameroonians, it's high time your level of questioning goes up. You know why our fathers failed and why we're in this mess? Do you know why people like Belamoki and the Musonges and the Moketes cannot talk? It's because when they were young people, because of the small golden spoon they gave them in the name of scholarship, which some of them benefited from poor backgrounds to study abroad, they were unable to question Aiju and Biya that time. Politics, if in the side of the people, you must be a very good citizen to question your government. You see why Donald Trump is struggling to build the wall? It's because his people are questioning him every day. It was a promise he made before election. The power of a citizen or a patriot is the power to question every leader. You question every leader until he delivers. But do you know where we of this Southern Cameroon, including all these people, fail? They don't question. Biya has been for 3 years, and the fear, for 30-something years going to 40, and the fear of death has made all these people not to question Biya. The fear of death. Any man, the fear they make it, nobody was able to question. Now, we are here, so we must straighten everything. All of them. It doesn't end only with the rest, Seseku, even President Sako. If he knows there is something he's having in his mind that he will not want to collaborate with them, he too has to confess. Chris Ano, if he knows there is something in his mind that is paining him, maybe Seseku undermining him, maybe Ayabad, he too has to confess. All of them, the confession doesn't limit itself to Ayaba or to Seseku. No, confession doesn't limit itself. Even your hatred for someone, it's small, like a mustard seed. It can develop to witchcraft. So all of them, if you know you are in this revolution, somebody angers you. Yeah, like me, I will confess to you I'm angry. Why I come every day on Facebook and you see me shouting Ayaba is because he has never accepted unity and collaboration. That's my point of anger. And I'm confessing it to you. Why you see me on this revolution, I shout on AGC every day is because anywhere they go, things happen. Like either it causes destruction to this revolution. That's my point of anger and I'm confessing it to you. If you don't know, that's it today. Why you see me every day in this Facebook, I'm shouting AGC or ADF, calling their name. It's because from the day one in this revolution, they have refused for unity and collaboration. In the name of, in my own view, in the name of they started the revolution, the first people. And it's paining me because people are dying. So that's my anger. And I'm telling you all. So if you see me any day, I'm here saying, talking about them. That's where my pain is. That's where my pain is. So they need to confess, all of them. Then we can talk. But if they don't confess, then let's keep our lane. If they refuse to confess, if they hold on to their hearts like iron, like stone, then let them keep to their lane. I gave a proposal yesterday. I said, it is time now for we to carve out and preserve the life of others. For each group which is fighting on the ground should remain and first of all, take over their territory which they are in before moving to another site. That thing that groups just used to live from here, go to this other side and go and fight, it should stop. Because if there is one compromiser in that group, as they are leaving, he's going that other way to go and sell them. It should stop. If they refuse to collaborate, if you find AGC in Teke, let ADF remain in Teke and liberate Teke. That should be their point till we get to Buea. If they refuse to collaborate, if interim government is the one controlling Manu, they should look for or if it doesn't go that way, they should look for 2 counties. Ambazonia, Southern Cameroon, we have 13 counties. 13. They can take 2. They say AGC, take these 2, and go and liberate. If you want Mezam and Bui, we tell the interim government, take all forces out of Mezam and Bui. Let it be only AGC and ADF in Bui. We will bring them to Fako, take them to Manu, take them to Lebi Alem, any other side. Let them go there and fight. Let them, those ones which have refused collaboration, let them liberate. If they liberate that site, before we liberate our own, we will look for another 2. That means they are strong. We'll give them again to liberate. But if they don't, and we are going well, then after we will be able now to judge between who and who is doing the right job. I've proposed this because what is happening now, it's very terrible. Most of our good fighters are dying. In the name of that, Amazonia, people can fight everywhere. Any person can fight everywhere. And now what do some of you use? Like I told you all yesterday, they bring tribalism. No. See, there are 2 different kinds of tribalism. You have the positive tribalism and the negative tribalism. The negative tribalism, like I said to you all yesterday, is when I have a comrade like the one I'm dealing with in Fako, Fombat. Fombat is not from Fako. Fombat is from the Northern Zone. But Fombat grew up in Fako. Now, negative tribalism is like me waking up and telling Fombat, pack your, leave Fako County. Whereas I know Fombat is doing a good job. Whereas I know Fombat is working for the people of Southern Cameroon. And I tell Fombat, go back to Northern Zone. That is negative tribalism. Positive tribalism is one which, you see the way European Union is formed. You see the way Schengen is formed. After the dreaded European war that cost 50 millions of Europeans to die. You see they are formed to positive tribalism. Positive tribalism is where you get a Schengen visa. From your country, your shithole country, La République. And you are able to come to France and you move all over Europe. That's positive tribalism. And when you move all over Europe with that Schengen visa, they don't tell you in any place that you are from Norway, you are from this. No. If you see a Norwegian in France, you think he's a Frenchman. Maybe it's only when he starts speaking their language. That's positive tribalism. But it's only in we that we have negative tribalism. Positive tribalism is like you have the 13 counties of Fako and you can participate anywhere. Like yesterday, I was invited in the Zoom meeting of Goketunja. The other day, I was invited in the other one of Lebialem. And I'm being invited everywhere. That's positive tribalism. This part I'm from Fako, I can free everywhere. That's positive. It's like in Schengen. That means even if I'm from Fako, I can go and build my house in Manu. I can go and build my house in Lebialem. That's positive tribalism. Now, negative tribalism is the one that limits you. And that is where you see even America has broken it. The 50 states of America came together under positive tribalism. The European Union and countries came together under positive tribalism. That's why it took Britain 3 years to fight just to exit that positive tribalism. Because they want to keep that block. So open your brains, open your mind. And all those who are preaching negative tribalism and using the terminology tribalism to compromise their revolution and put in their self-interest, we have to destroy it. So, with that being said, tell all of them they should rethink. And you, the people of Southern Cameroon, the revolution is in your palms. It is not in their palms, it is in your palms. Because your ability to question every leader gives the success of this revolution. I'm telling you, your ability, capability to question every leader done without hesitation is the freedom of Southern Cameroon. It's the freedom of Southern Cameroon. So rise up, do your job. Presently, we are winning. But you have to just make this point known out to the international world. Kamto is not working for us. No Southern Cameroonian should partake in that crap. We are not talking about living together. We are talking about defining our future. The equal in status, which we join them as equal people. That is what we are talking about. We want to define our terminology, our living together. The term of living together. That is it. So all the sham France is wanting to use will come to Southern Cameroonians be very strong. It will not stop this revolution. And don't forget, some people are mixing the dates of the lockdown. The lockdown begins from the 6th to the 11th of February midnight, not morning. Because be careful of these activists. I call them, they can manipulate. The lockdown is starting from the 6th of February to the 11th of February midnight, not morning. So get everything in the house. Your food, your water, your small vegetable, your credit. If you are in the diaspora, you have not sent your family money back home. Please do. Do. Send them, especially the one for credit. They need credit at this time. And if you are in ground zero, don't forget that your mobile phone is another AK-47. Take the video and send it. And if you send the video and you find out where you have taken that video, the military can come there. Please take a short holiday. Just leave your house and go and visit even your neighbor around and sleep in their house for the next 1 week, so that if the military come, they will not see you. Don't forget this. Your phone, it's a very good AK-47. Be the most sharpest shooter. Take the video at the right time. Send it to anybody in the diaspora. Delete it from your phone. And if you know your location can be traceable, if the video is a very delicate one, change and go even to your auntie, your uncle house, and go and be there for 1 week. Rest there, because the military will come after you. And don't forget, the lockdown is from the 6th to the 11th of February, midnight. My Facebook account, Prince Jeka, has been blocked for 1 month. So if you're not following me on my Facebook page, Prince Jeka, go to Prince Jeka page. You can follow me, or you follow me on this Joshua card. That's where I'll be posting more of my things. Let's be focused. Victory is coming. I'm telling you. I'm smiling because I see it. It is coming. It is coming. So redouble yourself. Go to your county support. And now you see we don't have middlemen which can steal anymore. In the county, you question everybody. So go to your county. Go and contribute. Contribute in your county. Contribute. Follow up your revolution. And all the IG cabinet members, go back to your county. I'll leave that topic for another day. I started it yesterday. All the IG cabinet members who are not in their county, let the county make notes and ask President Sako to kick the person out. Be Secretary Chris, be a Chief of Staff Elad, be Undersecretary Kuku Blinks, be a Comfort Konfu, be a Waters Fondo, be any of them, Marianta, all of them, if they are not in their county. If it's Indian, no one is in Mola Louis Mbua is coming to meeting now. If he doesn't come, Prince Jeka, will call the president, they should take him out. If any person in that government is not in their county, inform the president to kick him out. We must start discipline. There must be good leaders of example. They must go down and go and show the people how to be a leader is. Our own leaders will not be like the one in La Repubblica that will remain up. Even if we get Saudi in Cameroon, our leaders need to go and taste the food, the pop-off and beans which the common man will eat on the road, the bobolo. Just like how Donald Trump goes to KFC, McDonald's, and tastes the chicken which the children eat. So too will you all go down to that street, taste the bobolo, taste the miondo. That is what we learn here, which is good, and we'll bring it down there. Thank you all, Southern Cameroonians, and have a very, very great day in preparation of the lockdown to come. I love you all. Stay focused, and we will never be manipulated like what happened in Fumban. Bye.